The latest is, I need to explore myself. Now, let me first clarify that the journey of life to discover yourself is with someone. You can't explore yourself until and unless you get into a religious sort of a mindset where you are getting acquainted with your innermost personality. But what is happening here is that exploring means that the self is weak, that we don't know who we are. And why don't we know who we are? Because we are so occupied with these social medias and other activities that we hardly have me time to think who I am, where am I going, what is my 5-year plan, what is my agenda, and often questioning yourself that why do people not like me? Why do people not accept me? Now, these questions can only come if you are firstly content with what you have. Discontented people find it very difficult to continuously like themselves. They will always look for flaws and they become their self-critic. You're not that bad. Learn to forgive yourself. Make your mistakes, but don't repeat mistakes. Because part of the deal is when how you explore yourself is to understand what I need, what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses, and where do I see myself in the future. 20s is a difficult time because you're making your careers and you're choosing your life partners, and it's stressful. So we need to first get gratitude within ourselves. You know, if you're satisfied with our lives, the kind of life that we have, we will not constantly want more things. In gone by days, people had less, but people were content. And people didn't have to act, look and behave how the social media wants you to do that. That's an American concept. It never worked for them. Why do you think it'll work for you? So change that thought and get trust in the supernatural or a belief in God. A lot of us turn around and say, there is no God. So at least there's some superpower that is controlling all of us. So we can turn to him or her in times of distress. Let's look at it. To make mistakes is okay. To falter is okay. You can only rise if you fall. But if you don't fall and you're constantly within the confines of your room, listening to music and saying main or meri tanhai, that doesn't work in today's world, and it has never worked in generations gone by. We're all from a collective society. So we need to understand that you have to explore yourself with your friends, how they accept you, how others accept you, and the most important is how you accept yourself, how you like yourself or rather love yourself. And that gives you the confidence to actually get self-worth. If there's no self-worth, there's no self-belief, we are not liking ourselves. We can keep exploring. Solo dating, solo movies watching, solo trips. Did this concept ever work in the West? Why do you think it's working here? Because we don't want to share our lives with other people. We built boundaries by the dozens and we just stay there. And we have non-communicative, hobbies like watching TV, watching movie, reading a book. You don't need a partner to do that. Man has always been a social animal. So let us be part of this collective society and then discover yourself as to what is it.